First.
Hello, my name is David Chow again. I'm doing this YouTube. The title is going to be called "How to Buy Your First Investment Property." Okay, it's going to be interesting. So if it's going to be very interesting for many of you, so please subscribe and hit the thumb up. Okay. Without delay, well, I'm going to get right to it, and I'll show you this. You can take this screenshot of this because I'm going to refer to this. Either take a screenshot or take a photo of this so you can remember. Those are the 10 steps that I have set up. Okay, all right. I'll put it out here. Okay. Well, buying your first property or investment property, it's going to be it's not hard, but it's not easy. It needs a lot of determination, a lot of hard work, and you've got to set your goals. So the first step is set your goals. Different people. I mean, buying invest property, whether in Australia, in America, USA, Canada, New Zealand, or Singapore, Malaysia, the principle are the same, basically the same. Maybe there's some small variation, but in the English-speaking country, it's basically the same. Okay, even in other country, yeah. So let's get right to it. You need to set goals. So different people has got different goals. The people like to save up to buy their sports car, Ferrari, or whatever it's fine. And then people want to save up money to get married, have children, and have a family. That's fine. And people like to, a lot of people after the school, after uni, they like to go around the world. They like to go to Europe, Asia, China, Southeast Asia, Pacific, America, and explore the world. Before they actually start working. That's fine too. Everyone has got their own individual personality, character, what their goals, and a lot of people like me before. My goal is to get into real estate. So this topic is about how to buy your first investment property. Okay, so if you're interested in this, if you're not interested, but still going to be interesting for you to watch. Okay, step number two is obviously buying anything, especially a property, real estate, involve a lot of money, hundreds or thousands, or $500,000 or $1 million. So the first thing you need to do is you need to save. You basically, assuming that you finish your high school, finish your uni, you're starting working now, a young man and woman starting working. So first thing, you got a job. So first thing is you work hard, save for as much as you can. And a lot of time, if you like the process to be faster, want to save more money, a lot of time people get a second job. I mean, when I finished my study, I did civil engineering before. I actually, after I graduated, I got my first job as a civil engineer, and I was, a friend of mine asked me to be sort of part, assistant manager to him to help him to run a restaurant. And I was single, and the weekend as well, I got a third job, working sort of on Saturday and Sunday. So basically, I was kind of work out flat out the whole week, 7 days a week. But that's the time that I was able to save a lot of money. So. And that was the time that after 2 years, I was able to get into real estate, bought myself a block of land, bought a townhouse and I bought a flat. So that's how you start. Starting is hard. You need a lot of hard work and saving, and determination. Is that what you want? Yeah, go for it. I didn't have a lot of support from my family. I mean, they are kids. They have, the family had plenty of money. You give it to them, and probably just give them the $500,000 to buy themselves a condominium or house. But they're lucky one. So anyway, for most of us, we actually we didn't inherit sort of big sort of inheritance from our family. So we got to work hard. Step number 3 is, I think, the first thing you need to do after you sort of decide to buy investment property is to see a mortgage broker. Even though, one mortgage broker, because, well, you can always get a loan from the bank. There's so many banks, So, but a mortgage broker in Australia has got about 50% of the mortgage broking business. Basically, they write half of the loan in Australia. So, I'm, even though I was trained as a civil engineer, but also went back to uni and get a diploma of finance. And you can even get another 30 year could have got a degree in finance, but that is the minimum qualification to get a mortgage broking license. So I got one of that. So I would say, instead of saying the bank to get a loan, basically, well, you're only seeing one bank. I mean, their opinion will be biased, isn't it? I mean, they like ABC Bank, they'll say, well, you take this product, this it. But the thing is, they might not be giving you the best option. So a mortgage broker, like, in our computer system, I got hundreds of banks, all the bank, Australian bank, foreign bank, American bank, a bank from Hong Kong, China, Singapore, Malaysia, anywhere. They're all represented here. I can write a loan for you through, any American bank, bank from Hong Kong, anyway. So the mortgage broker would analyze your situation, and they will come up. They would look for the best option, the best unbiased option for you as your, as a customer, as a potential client, So he sort of just stick to one bank, ABC Bank. That's it. He's not going to tell you what's the best deal. So mortgage broker would give you the best deal, and look after you, and give an unbiased opinion, and they might recommend a fixed interest, variable interest, maybe set on 30 years term, whatever. But I would personally, I think you have a better option, getting a better outcome, better loan sort of structure from a mortgage broker. Okay, step 4, and after you kind of decided that, I think you should look around for location. Where we gonna buy your property? Where would like the property to be close to a lot of factors affecting this. When you're close to transportation, close to train station, tram, bus, or you like to close to a CBD, not far from the city, or not far from where you work, or you are not far from you like the kids go to school. So it's a lot of good school, government school, or private school, a certain area, and you got to work it out before. The location would, you would need to spend some time working out where's the best location suits you at that time. Okay, so if you decide, if you decide to like to get close to public transport, then you shouldn't be buying somewhere too far away from the city, because in those places you need a car, or maybe you might even need 2 cars to get you around, because it's too far, almost near the bush, in the fringe of the city. So, it's hard for yourself to go to work. You must have a car, and hard for your wife to take the kids to school. She needs a car, so you got to have all that in consideration. Okay, location. You have to decide the location where you want like this stay. And step 5, obviously, sooner or later you have to see a real estate agent. Obviously you by then you have seen a lot of through the internet. You've seen a lot of properties and things that you buy, and whether you also decide whether you're going to buying something, a standalone sort of house, with a garden. In Melbourne, it's a lot of those houses, suburban houses are like that. Or you like to stay in a new condominium, or, brand new condominium with 40, 50, 60 years old, story high near the city. Or you like some flat, all the flats in the and suburb around it. So you got to decide what kind of house or accommodation do you like, what kind of investment property you like. So you have to look at, and the real estate agent, you need to see a couple, not just one, it's so many real estate agents. I mean, that's everywhere. They seem to be doing a great business here. So you got to, you're not just going to see one agent, sales agent. You see a couple, and because they have different. They got different sort of properties for sale, Okay. The other thing that we haven't mentioned that, if you like to buy a property like through an auction, then you need to get a pre-approval from the mortgage broker or from the bank. They approve it, they will give you a certificate of pre-approval. So they pre-approve $500,000 for you to purchase. So with that, you can actually go to an auction, or even through a private sale. So getting a pre-approval, if you want to bid at the auction, you must have a pre-approval, because it's okay. The step 6 is obviously, but at this stage you need to start looking for a conveyancer. Conveyancer is the sort of like solicitor. A lot of time the conveyancing company conveyancer is part of a solicitor, but usually solicitor usually is a bit, you pay higher fee. Conveyancer is not. Basically, unless it's something really legal or technical, if it's something that complicated, something not so clear in the title, they themselves refer to their own solicitor, to sort it out, because but most of the time, 90%, 95%, the title is pretty straightforward. The documentation and all that. I mean, most of the conveyancing company or the person in charge of conveyancing company have to go to a study. Have to go to college, get some sort of certificate or diploma. So they got knowledge of and have got to be working for a couple of years as well to get a license. Okay, so by this time you need to have a conveyancer, and that's most important, especially a buyer. You want to make sure that every legal thing, documentation has been examined, has been sort of others are taking a risk. If you're not, I mean, you can't. I think in Victoria you can purchase something without conveyancer. I mean, you yourself are so knowledgeable, but you got to go around to get titles, to look at title certificate, the utility bills and the bank and all that. So my advice is, usually they'll probably charge not more than maybe $1,000. It's worthwhile. It's definitely worthwhile money worthwhile to spend on. Step number 7, check property checks. Some property you're looking at, most likely you don't need it. In fact, majority of them you don't. I mean, when you talk about property check, it's like you might get if it's two-story house, you might need a builder or engineer sort of checking or structure check, or you suspect the area might have a lot white ants or something, so you probably need a pest control people to come in and check any under the floor, because the seller, sometimes the seller could be very smart. They put on carpet, cover everything, but there may be tons of white ants sort of chewing out all the woods, and once you purchase, that's it. You can't go back to them and say, "Hey, I didn't know that you got all the white ant, the timber foundation is rotten, so you can't go back to them. So you need to, if you're not confident, you suspect and maybe you're flooding too. You got to be check on the flood, any of the data statistic or any flooding through the knowledge that in that locality, and also checking on the roof. Yes, I mean this. Water leak from the roof is quite common. I could probably roof, leaks in a roof. I got to send a roof plumber to fix it up. So that's pretty common thing. So, but well, I would say, but by the when you look at inspection, when you go for inspection, the property inspection to the agent, you would you probably go back 2 or 3 times, checking with yourself with a measurement. You might even get a ladder to go up the roof and check it. And I mean, if you're really seriously thinking about buying that kind of property, you really seriously think that you just should be 100% sure. Then you yourself have to satisfy, or you have to pay somebody to do it. Okay, so but a lot of time the vendor, the selling, might not be happy for you to suggest you have a builder check, structure check, thermal, white ants check, because he's got a couple offer from people that ready to buy, so he might not be happy for you, or agree for you to do all this checking, while he could sell it to other buyer, without any of this kind of checking. So be careful. So a lot of times the seller might not be happy. So so keep in mind. Step number 8. By this time you should be able to start negotiating the price negotiation. Price negotiation. So I mean, if on the private sale, then you can if they put a price, then you make an offer. Obviously, say they put a price 800,000. You're the buyer. You could have said, well, I make an offer 730,000. So the agent probably say, oh, that's too low. But anyway, he said, he'll check with the vendor, and he'll come back at 780. And you probably say, yeah, okay, I'll go up to 750. So eventually it might be somewhere in between 760, or So don't be shy to negotiate. It's a big sum, big sum of money. So I mean, it could save you 200,000. Why not? Or not 200,000. I'm sorry, 30,000. So I mean, but if the property is very going well, it's hot, so a lot of other people offering. They, instead of selling for 800, he might eventually pick someone want to buy it for 850. It's all dependent on the timing. The timing when there's sometimes property is go flat. When basically if the interest rate is very high, usually the properties are flat or even slowly come down a bit. But when the very low interest, yes, every investor want to buy at the time, because low interest, So remember that. So okay, by then, if you really sort of while you negotiating or you're successful, you've got a contract or sale, then you should engage someone, a insurance company to organize a house insurance, because, uh, either the house and content, basically, the house itself, the building, or building and content, or if you think of renting it out as a rental property, be building and we call it landlord insurance. Okay, so yeah, the insurance should be effective on the day that when your contract or sale become unconditional. Unconditional means it means that your bank has officially approved your loan, and that's the day that just basically the seller should still have his insurance, but just protect yourself. What happens if the seller hasn't got the insurance? What happens at the time you put in 20% deposit, the house burned down, sort of, or so just for your peace of mind, just only for the extra 1 or 2 weeks, you pay the insurance. Usually insurance company would give it to you a free sort of, for a couple of weeks free anyway, because they want your business. So until you actually officially settle. Okay, that's it. You must organize this insurance, for your house, the house that you have purchased. Okay, the last bit is settlement. There will be a settlement date, but you don't actually be there. The conveyancer would, in old days, conveyancer would actually personally going to meet the other side of the solicitor conveyancer, from the bank side. But nowadays, I believe they do everything through the internet. So, title transfer, everything, check transfer, money transfer. So, they usually set a time, say 2 p.m. And once successful, conveyancer will probably contact you. Yes, congratulations, Mr. Jones. Yeah, we settled your house. I will say the same thing to you too. I mean, So that's but but you still need to you still you still need to get the key from the estate agent who sold you the property. And is there anything else that you're not happy? You go in the house, rubbish everywhere, and how the rubbish at the back, it wasn't there before. You tell the agent, say, look, it wasn't here before. Get the it's his job to get either the vendor or the agent to get someone to clear it, or a piece of carpet missing, or supposedly a fridge there, or washing machine is not there. No, I mean, you can pinpoint. That should be all in the contract. So check all that details and tell the agent that something's missing. You're not happy. So okay. So I mean, he's obliged to do that because it's in the contract. Originally you could even say that, well, originally everything is sort of perfect. All of a sudden, something is missing, or all of a sudden the houses look messy. They need to get someone to clean it up. Okay. If the whole place is perfect, no, it's nothing else to do. Well, there you are. Congratulations, done a good job. You bought yourself a first piece of property, first piece of real estate. Well done, guys. Well done. This is beginning. Okay, and I'll be, if you've gone to that far, settle, you'll be a happy person. Go have a celebrate with your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, or your friend. Have a glass of champagne. Well done, guys. Okay. I hope you have learned something from this. If you already know all this, that's okay too. It's always refreshing to look at all these steps as well. Or this step. So and I will be producing more it's similar kind of content for the next few YouTube. Might not be the next one. Will give you a different kind of content, but I'll definitely would like to include one of the YouTube how you can purchase multiple property. Every 4 or 5 years you're able to buy one property every 4 years, assuming that you got a job, full-time job, and things going well. Yeah, I mean I can come up with step by step, or it's a formula that it's a I learned it myself. I can do it, so I just think that I'll be happy to pass it on all this knowledge to all of you. Okay, so basically it's a simple. It's you don't need. It's not so technical. It's once been explained to you, you say, oh wow, is that all? Well, I can do it. So okay, keep in mind there'll be next few YouTube. So hopefully, yeah. In the meantime, keep safe. Don't forget, before you go, press the submit, subscribe, subscribe, and give me the thumb up. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube. I'll say good night. See you next time. Bye.